Jammu and Kashmir facing the misery of floods once again. At least 19 people are believed to have been killed in flash floods in the state. 8 bodies were recovered from Kashmir's Budgam and 9 people are still believed to be missing after a landslide reportedly buried 2 houses. In Jammu, 2 people have been killed in Udhampur and Rajouri areas. In Poonch area, army and police personnel were able to rescue as many as 50 people who were caught in flash floods. The army has deployed 20 flood relief columns, each containing up to 100 personnel. Air Force choppers too are set to be on standby to combat rain-triggered floods. 8 teams of the National Disaster Response Force are also in the Kashmir Valley. The next 48 hours will be crucial for the state, say experts, as the Met Department has predicted more rainfall. The Jammu-Srinagar highway continues to be blocked for the 3rd consecutive day due to landslides in Udhampur, Ramban and Banihal areas. Water levels in Ram Munshi Bagh continue to be as high as 19.7 feet. The centre has granted immediate relief of 200 crore rupees to the state. MOS Minority Affairs Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi has also been sent to the state for a spot assessment.
There's a little bit of breather when it comes to the water levels which have decreased in the river Jhelum, but the government and all the agencies related are not taking anything to chance. There is possibility of more rains in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly in Kashmir Valley. That's why all the agencies have been kept on alert. We are right now in one of the control rooms. This is the police control room, which constantly has been receiving calls and has been sending activities or has been telling their people where to reach, how to help people. This is the control room that has been set up here. Let's just try and figure out what exactly happens here in this control room. We have with us the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Gilani here, who's going to tell us what exactly they do here in this control room. Sir, what is it that this control room does?
Well, this control room is the nerve center of all our activity, and the activities that we carry are twofold. One is that you get information from the people and then you disseminate it to the agencies who are involved in the relief and the rescue work so that they are able to respond. 2 is there's a lot of panic if people don't get the correct information. So our job is also to give correct information to the people so that they know where we are and so that they don't panic.
Can you just walk with us and tell us what exactly has been happening here? How many calls have been received since all this started?
See, we have this control room which works 24/7 in normal situations as well. But when you have a situation where people need to be informed, so we add up to the manpower that is available here. So right now we have about 20 people working round the clock in shifts, and so far in the last 2-3 days we have received about 25,000 calls or WhatsApp messages. We also had given a mobile number so that people could message us if they're not able to get through to us. So we have responded to about 25,000 calls in the last 3 days.
What is the response system? What do you do when you say response?
See, as I said, that we have we work on 2 fronts. One is that when people give us information that there is something that's happening in their areas, so we activate the concerned agencies. So we pass on that information to our field formation so that they act on those information. 2 is that if people want to know about what's happening, so we give them the information.
And so far, how has the activity been in terms of coordinating with other agencies? How do you do that?
See, once we cross the alert levels, we set up a joint control room. So we have the reps of all the agencies who are involved in the rescue, rehabilitation and the restoration work. So their reps are here. So once the information comes to us, we pass it on to them. They pass it on to their field formations and they act on it.
One last thing, how does it look like from here on? There is the Met alert that there could be more rains. How are you bracing up for that?
See, we have been monitoring the levels of water at 3 different places in the valley, whether it's in South Kashmir, it's in Central Kashmir, and it's in North Kashmir. So at 3 places we monitor the levels on hourly basis. Based on the levels of water, we issue alerts. So as of now, the water levels have been receding since yesterday morning. So last 24 hours have been good for us, and we expect the prediction is that we won't have too much of rains during today, but the rains are going to come tomorrow and day after. So we're bracing up for that.
Thank you very much. Bracing up for what may come here, not taking nothing to chance. These control rooms are a perfect example of how effort needs to be coordinated between all the agencies so that relief reaches out to people when they need it. With camera, Tariq Loon, Shujaul Haq, in Srinagar for Headlines Today.
All right, experts say that the next 48 hours are going to be critical for the state, considering that the Met Department has predicted more rainfall. Sanket Upadhyay takes us through developments and ground situations.
Now, the rains may have stopped, but we have to keep three things in mind why the crisis could not yet be over. Point number one, as far as Jammu and Kashmir floods are concerned. Next 7 days are critical as per the Met predictions, because they feel that there could be excessive rainfall over the next 7 days. So there is a wait and watch for the next 7 days that the Met Department has launched. Point number two, landslide alert across the state. Even if rains go, there is always this fear of landslide, which has in fact in various cases blocked road transport and road links between various parts of the state. And crucial point number three is that rains could pick up any time in the next 6 days, and that is why those 7 days are very crucial. So the rain may have reduced for the moment, but the prediction is very clear. There is a possibility that the rain will pick up again, and the crisis is far from over.
Let's get an word from Headlines Today's Shujaul Haq, who's been sending us ground reports from Srinagar. Shuja, what's the situation like on the ground? I also want to ask you, how prepared are the NDRF teams and the army, and is the situation as bad as what we saw last year?
Well, it doesn't look as bad as it was last year, but the fact that there is a bad weather forecast that has been issued by the Met Department makes it a worrisome situation. What we're witnessing today is that the water has started receding in the river Jhelum, but the fact that the Met Department is saying that there will be continuous rain for at least 3 days from here on is something which is giving a tough time to people and the administration as well. So they have put in a lot of effort in making sure that whatever is available in terms of resources is kept at disposal. But as you say, they're only waiting and watching, keeping their fingers crossed that it doesn't rain that much that it causes floods again.
Well, Shuja, thanks so much for that. We're going to keep coming back to you for more updates.